All right, hello everyone, and peace of Christ to all of you. Please invite your friends, and if you are a Muslim, get ready. We have a nice topic for you. And please, before we start, use a nice language. Don't insult people. Don't call names. You can attack me. You can say whatever you want about me, but attack the topic, not the person. Unless it's me, you can say whatever you want about me. Uh, Quran is the book of guidance. There is millions of articles speaking about the Quran, the book of guidance. And I want to examine if this is true. You know what I know? That if we take the Quran seriously and we think about it seriously, then we join al-Baghdadi seriously. As I know that those who take the Quran seriously as a book of guidance, they either end in Guantanamo jail, or Trump, he will throw them like al-Baghdadi to the fish. They join terrorism. Because the Quran is the guidance of terrorism, not the guidance of anything else. And we can prove it. You see, those who they are al-Baghdadi and those who follow al-Baghdadi to do jihad, where they get their guidance from, whatever you want to call it, you want to say those are not Muslim, well, they are the one who say you are not Muslim. Every one of you says something which does not match what is inside the book. You see, those who they are following ISIS, they are in total agreement with the Quran. And those who don't follow ISIS, they are not really following the Quran. As simple as that. So when you say to me Quran is a book of guidance, what guidance we are talking about, and where we can find this guidance? Who is a Muslim is willing to give us a call and tell us what guidance we are talking about? Is that a guidance that we should go and fight and kill, or should love and be nice people? What guidance exactly? Any Muslim? I'm just trying to find out what guidance. Look at this. In God's system, that after we choose him as our only God, and has hold on. After we choose him, you Muslim, you don't have a choose. According to Islam, nobody have a choice to choose Allah or not to choose Allah. And we just made a video just a few days ago about how in Islam there is no salvation, because Allah, he wrote the destiny of everyone, what he will be, while he was as a sperm in the backbone, according to the Quran. So what it choose? What do you mean choose? And the one who leave Islam, kill him. This is what your prophet said. So what do you mean we choose? So what I find here we go. This is Jibril. Okay, thank you. This is the guidance, and this is the prophet of guidance. The one who changes religion, kill him. So if I follow the guidance of Muhammad and I see somebody, he decide to leave Islam, we should kill him. Actually, I just received a message from a person who left Islam after speaking to me, and he said he left Islam, him and his family, and he sent me a message saying that they are sending him a threat to kill him. He decided to leave Islam, him and his family. Actually, here we go. I will show you. I will not show his name, but I will show part of the message. I just received this message. Actually, I opened my Skype, I found it. Where is the guidance of Allah? Somebody he don't want to believe in Islam, why you want to kill him and kill his family and his kids because he decided to leave Islam? The book of guidance. So who is a Muslim want to call us and tell us what Islam guide you to do exactly? Anyone? You know, when the Quran says beat your wife, is that a guidance for family treatment? Is that the way we'll make your family healthy, beautiful, and we live, you know, in a nice family? Is that really the guidance? Any Muslim have an answer? How that can be a book of guidance? And look, in the Muslim translation, when we speak about women beating, they add words is not in the Quran, and you can tell it's even in between two brackets, first and next, and then lightly, beat them lightly. The Quran says lightly. Where is the word lightly in the Quran? And what do you mean by lightly? Are you punishing her or you are tickling her? What lightly? You change the translator right away, you will find different words. But all of them, they are Muslims. All of them, their names start with Muhammad, Muhammad Abdul. We change the translator, Muhammad Biktal, saying and discourage them. What is the word lightly? It's gone. What happened? And how you want to beat your wife lightly? You tell me. Brother, we use what? Toothbrush? Toothbrush, you want to convince me that the Quran is talking about beating your wife by toothbrush so she will obey you? Well, you know what? If I use toothbrush with somebody to obey me, they will never obey me for the rest of the coming centuries because they will be laughing at me. So you want to convince us? This is what they say to you, brother. It says it's a toothbrush. You beat your wife with toothbrush. What toothbrush? It says here you beat her to make her obey you. They say to you, you beat her with the miswak, but the miswak is a very harmful root. It's not a toothbrush. Yes, the Arab, they put the end of it in their mouth, you know, because this is a, you know, I am an Arab. We are savage. This is how it is. So we use the stick, the same stick we beat the camel with it. We put the end of it in our mouth. This is now toothbrush. Here we go. Let us show you some images of the toothbrush. Toothbrush, right? This is the toothbrush they are talking about. Take a note. I just searched in Google, Prophet Google, peace upon him. Do you see the toothbrush? Those are after cutting them off, they are longer. But they lie to you, they say those are toothbrush. It's a long root of a tree. The miswak is a root. It's not even a branch of a tree. It is a root which is very flexible, and they use it to beat the camel with it. So they say to you, brother, we beat her with toothbrush. Oh, very nice of you. So this is the book of guidance saying we beat them with toothbrush, and this is the prophet of guidance says beat your wife, and that will make our life nicer, and my family will love me, and my kids will respect me because I beat their mother. So as long this is the book of guidance, as you Muslim you claim, what is the guidance? After I beat my wife with the toothbrush, as you say here, and look how nice this toothbrush. So after I do that, what is next, brother? She obey you, brother, because if she disobey you again, you beat her with toothbrush. Hey Anthony, how are you? So do we have any Muslim would like to call us and tell us about the book of guidance? I want to be guided, because I'm thinking to get married and I'm not sure how I'm going to beat my wife. This is the only worry I have. I beat her with what? Toothbrush, or I use lipstick, or what exactly we should use to be. This is a book of God. And look, the Quran says, scourge them, and if they obey you, don't beat them no more. Look how nice the Quran. We have to be now. Like, come on, look at the guidance. Then if they obey you, seek not away against them. So what the purpose of this beating? Forcing the women to obey me. This is the wise God, Allah. This is the book of guidance. What is the guidance we are talking about? Why we have only 500 people watching? Where is everybody? Are you guys watching cartoon from my back? Where is everybody? Yeah, by the way, the reason I'm making different timing, this is why maybe the number is not good, because I want people from different territory to be able to join us. So when we do it late, people from Indonesia or America, they can join. When we do it late now, for this is good time for people in Europe. So I'm trying just to do it in different timing, even though I know that the number will not be good, but you know, God is good, my friend. It doesn't matter how many we have, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, and even if we have 12 people, my Lord the Messiah, he have 12 people only listening to him. I'm lucky. So here we go. We have somebody from Indonesia. He did not go to sleep yet. Do you know why? Because he's thinking, tomorrow I will beat my wife with what? In Indonesia, toothbrush are expensive. What I will use to beat my wife, and I am from Indonesia. I'm not sure really. You need to look in the market, brother. Try to use the hadith. Maybe the prophet can help you. So do we have any Muslim want to share with us some guidance? What is the guidance behind having 4 wives? Forget about beating the wife now. What is the logic of having 4 wives? Everybody knows if you have 1 wife, she would drive you crazy. So imagine you have 4 wives and 4 mother-in-law. Any Muslim can tell us? What is the guidance behind this? And notice the Quran did not say marry. It says go and do the F word. He did not even use the word marry. What do you think? Why did Salomo marry Salami when he was his sister? Yeah, that's university. This is an old question and it's very silly. However, give me a call and I will get you busted, Abdul. Do you like to give me a call? Let us make an agreement. The book which teaching you can marry your sister is the book of the devil. Is that fair, guys? The book which teaching that somebody can marry his daughter is the book of the devil. So, Mr. Das University Salami Balami, do you dare to call me? Do you dare to call me? And this is the topic. If we can prove that your book is teaching that means your book is evil. If you can prove that my book teaching what you said, that means my book is evil. Do you dare? Look, he is looking now for miswak. He is looking for toothbrush. He decided to change the topic. What, you don't want toothbrush no more? Salami malami? Okay. I thought you are a fart. It turned to be a diarrhea. Now we go back to our topic. What is the wisdom of a God saying go and do bing boom boom to 4 women? And if you cannot afford it, then 1. Anyone? Anyone? I'm just trying to learn from the book of guidance, my friend. The book of guidance is in front of us. What kind of God saying? Go, you see the translation, they say Mary. Where in Arabic it says Mary? Where in Arabic the word Mary is? And you know what? Look at this book of guidance. What orphan have to do? with this topic here. If you cannot be fair with the orphan, go and do boom boom to women of your choice, 2 or 3 or 4. And if you cannot afford it, look, it says here justice. Tadilu, to be accurate, the word in Arabic tadilu means to be justice, yeah. But I don't think this is about just here. And just to show you the book of guidance, if we go in the same chapter, not different chapter, you know, and let me do something in front of you. Do you see here this word in the same page? We will find the same word exist again. Guess what? The same Quran, the same chapter says, and you will not be able to deal equally with your wives. So how the verse number 3, 4, it says like, you know, okay, if you brother, if you want to have sex with 4 women, you can have sex with 4 women, but if you cannot have be justice, only one. And the Quran confirmed that you will never be equal to have justice with women. I'm dizzy now. Where is the book of guidance? Isn't it the first verse saying, if you cannot do justice between them, between so many? Do you see? Even the translator is helping me. I think the translator, he worked for me. To so many. Why a man he needs so many? Or is women a chicken? Is women like a bunch of goats? Is women are watermelon? What do you mean you have so many? So the Quran says, go and do boom boom, not to marry. The word marry never exists there. Of women who seem good to you, 2 or 3 or 4. So start with 2 and then 3 or 4. By the way, that the title will be 9, the total number, and not 4. And that explains why most of and Muhammad himself, according to Muslim, he have 9 wives at the same time. So 2 or 3 or 4. And if you feel you cannot be justice, then only one. Okay, but the same Quran says you cannot be justice. You see, the book of guidance is not working with me. It's getting me dizzy. So if you are confirming there is no human being can be justice with many wives, why you are saying to them in the same chapter, just a verse before, that you can have 4? Brother, you see, this is the book of guidance. I'm guided now. You follow this book, you find yourself hit in the head and in the wall. Thank God that the Quran is not used as a GPS system. Otherwise, all of us, we will have accident and we will die from the first day. You tell me how this is a contradiction in the same page. One verse saying, go and do boom boom to 2 and 3 and 4. And if you cannot be justice, only one. And this is your translation. And then the same chapter, it's not even different chapter. We don't even flip the page yet. It says, Abdul, you cannot be justice. So now, are we allowed to have 4 or not? I'm drinking tea, by the way. Anyone want some tea? You pay only for shipping and handling. The tea is free. The same as Muhammad. Heaven is for a free, brother, but you have to give me your money first. Have you ever heard? This is the book of guidance. Forget about beating women and have you ever heard of a God? He says, if you give me your money, I will double it for you as a mortgage, and I will forgive your sin. I never heard of a God. He's begging for money. Anyone? Allah, he want to buy a loan. He want to get a loan. That is a book of guidance. Obviously, Allah himself, he need guidance for finance. Allah have a finance problem. This is the book of guidance. Somebody, let me call Bank of America for you. Hello? I told you, Christopher Prince, never call me. What are you doing there? I'm calling Bank of America. Zakir Naik, what are you doing there? I did immigrate from Pakistan, and right now I'm working in the Bank of America. Zakir Naik, you are working for Bank of America right now? Exactly. And what are you doing there? I'm going loan. You are giving a loan? Exactly. And okay, did you read the verse in the Quran, chapter 64? Don't continue, brother. Don't continue. I know verse number 17. It said, the one who give loan into Allah, Allah will give him a good loan, and Allah will give him double reward, and He will forgive him. Okay. And this is exactly why I did don't Bank of America, because I want to give Allah a bank a loan, because Bank of America will not approve Allah, because Allah don't have a good reputation. What? Are you serious? They will not even approve Allah to get a loan? Exactly, because Bank of America is run by the Jews. By the Jews, exactly. This is the book of guidance. The book of guidance, Allah is begging for money. Can't Allah order the ground and the ground bring all the gold Muhammad need? What is this? Actually, you wanna call me? Are you a Muslim? If you are a Muslim, you can call me. If not, don't call me. Where is the book of guidance? Somebody guide Allah how to get a mortgage. And look at this scam. You see, always you know it's a scam. If somebody says to you, if you give me a donation or money, God will forgive to you your sin. That is a scam, obviously. You give donation to Christian Prince, you don't give donation to Christian Prince, that will not make your sin go. This is a fraud. This is obviously a fraud. Somebody, this Muhammad, trying to convince those poor Arabs, saying to them, if you give me your money, Allah will double your reward and He will forgive your sin. Since when we can bribe God? Since when we can bribe God? What kind of God, if you give him money, He forgive my sin? Somebody saying Catholic Church aren't Christians. No, they are Christians. What does this have to do with our topic? I heard before they fabricated a lie saying that the Pope, he give like forgiveness if you give him money. We cannot find that in anywhere in the history of the church. I did search very carefully. Secondly, even if somebody did that, what does this have to do with the Catholic? You know, people are really stupid and naive. I'm not a Catholic, but I don't like lies. The Pope himself, he asked for forgiveness every Sunday, and he confessed his sin. This is a tradition of the church since the beginning until now. So don't go there. Don't play the game of and you know, let us see, as long we are talking about this Catholic and Protestant, etc. Do you know what Allah He says, the book of guidance? Allah He said He will supply the Christians with hatred. This is why I say anyone who try to divide the Christians, he serve Allah, he serve the devil. This is a chapter 5, verse number 14. Read it carefully. And here I ask the Muslims, what is the guidance of that? What is do Allah by spreading hate between the Christians, is He making us better human being or more ugly? If we are ugly, anyone can tell me, is that a guidance? If the one who spread hatred between the Christians is Allah, so what did the devil do exactly? CP, go help brothers and sisters in Nigeria, they are blind in Islam. My friend, what I'm doing right now, so what do you want me to do more? I mean, go to Nigeria. What about you take my videos, you as a Nigerian, and if they speak different language, add subtitle and you know, use it. Why this guy Christian Prince, he have to do everything for everybody in the world? I'm doing my part. This is the language I speak. I speak Arabic, I speak English. What I can do more? If you are from Nigeria, if you are from this country, from that country, what about you do your part and let us see. Bring the Nigerian for me. I saw somebody in the text saying that there is a sheikh from Nigeria. He wanted to get me busted, but I ran away. And by the way, this is true, brother. I bought new shoes. I don't know how this guy knew. I bought new shoes. And now I can run a lot faster. Right? Here we go. We are live on. You're the one who would like to call us. Call us. My Skype is open. Where is the sheikh from Nigeria? Anyone will talk about the Catholic Church, I will ban you. There's no Catholic, there's no Protestant, there's no Orthodox here. Take your stupidity and get out. Here we have people who follow Christ who don't care for the names of the church you go to. This is a warning. You don't like what we do here, get out. So do we have any Muslim with his guidance when it come to us? Anyone? Where is the guidance of Allah? What is the guidance and what is the wisdom if Allah he spread hatred between the Christians until judgment day? Who want to tell me what is the guidance here? What is the guideline? What is the purpose? Allah is the devil? Are you saying to me Allah is the devil? The verse is talking about what? A punishment to those who forgot the good covenant with God. You know, when a Muslim he try to answer, he make it more blind. So look at this Abdul, he is giving us an answer. This is a verse talking about punishment to those who forgot the good covenant, the covenant that made with God. Okay, when the Christians they made a covenant with God according to your Quran, I challenge you to show me. I want a Abdul. He have little brain or bigger brain. If it's evil, if it is available ever, to show me what covenant God he had with the Christians according to the Quran. Obviously your God is a stupid because there is no such a thing. Secondly, if somebody forget the covenant, this is what you do, you spread hatred between them. I thought you send messengers to warn them. Is it Muhammad he sent as a warner for all mankind? Obviously all mankind they've been taught about God but they are not listening. So how come Allah target only the Christians? I will tell you why. Because the Christian get him busted. He is false, he is a fool, and he is a fraud. If we compare this to what Jesus did, when Jesus he was walking with the sinners and talking to them, the Jews they start saying, look, he's talking to the sinners, he's talking to the Pharisees, he's talking to this woman, he's talking to this man. Jesus said, I came for the sick. I came for the sick. Allah he make you more sick if you are sick. Do you see the difference? Do you see the difference? Obviously the one who made the Quran is not bringing guidance, is bringing chaos, because if you spread hatred between the Christians you are making people ugly. This is what hatred does. A Muslim saying the following. You see they are trying to change the topic, but no problem. We use whatever they bring to us as a way to get them busted. It worked for me perfectly. This guy he's saying, how can you say that there is no different sect or domination in Christianity? Each sect different doctrines in certain belief. That's stupid to say, my friend, because all those sects you named, they believe in the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, the crucifixion, the coming back of Jesus, the resurrection, the virgin birth, and the rest is not really, it's just a details. We don't care for it. Will not change anything. As an example, I don't agree with the Catholic, he have a picture in his church, but that will not change anything. Still he believe in Jesus as God, as Savior, the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. The picture is not really important. However, as long as you mention this, let me show you something will make you look ashamed of what you just said. According to your God, Muhammad, he said that the most divided nation is his nation. So why you follow Islam? Is that your prophet saying that, or me? All those hadith, which is accurate hadith, saying that the nation of the Muslims, the nation of Muhammad, will spread into 72 nations. Look how many hadith. All of those are the same, saying that the nation of Muhammad will be 73 sect, while the Jews and the Christians will be 71, 72. So if this is a problem for you, well, this is a bigger problem for you, because you are the most divided nation ever, according to your prophet. Do you see it, Abdul? Are you there? Are you? We do not deny the fact, but you the Christian denied. No, we do not deny anything, but that will not make any difference, because Jesus said, from their fruit you shall know them. You see, you are a person. You are not debating Christianity, you are debating individuals. Either you debate the teaching of Jesus, or you debate the teaching of a priest. A priest, he can be corrupt, he can be false like your prophet, he can be a fraud, he can be a child molester like your prophet. But if you want to debate me about Jesus' teaching. Is that correct, guys? Neither the priest, neither me, neither the Pope, neither Protestant, neither Catholic, they can say we are the one who speak for Christ. Christ only speak for himself. The word of Christ is there. So you want to debate me? Here we go. Your prophet saying this, and my Lord saying, whoever believe in me and die will live. It doesn't matter who. The Bible says there's no Greek, there's no free, there's no slave, there's no Hebrew. All of them, they are one by Jesus the Christ. So you might find somebody, he make a differentiation and he divide us. What about Unitarian? Who care about Unitarian? They are not Christians. Debate me about Christians. Unitarian are not Christians, because anyone who teach other than the teaching which is in the Bible about the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, it means he is not following the Bible. Isn't it in the Bible it says there is a Father and Son and Holy Spirit? That's it. So you are quoting for me things have nothing to do with us. And now why you don't give me a call and show me the guidance of the Quran? Here we go. According to your prophet, the most divided sect, and it's a gambling, because only one of those 73 sect will go to heaven. Which one? For me in Christianity, there's nothing is called sect will go to heaven. We don't believe in that. You can be Protestant or Catholic or Orthodox or none of those, and yet you go to heaven, as long as you believe in the Messiah. In Islam, no. In Islam, you have to be that sect which Muhammad he named is the correct one. And which one? Here the translation says the main body. That's false translation. It says Al-Jama'ah. Al-Jama'ah mean the group. And they are going to, according to Muhammad in different hadith, they are the lowest of mankind. Bada al-Islamu ghariban wa sawfa ya'udu ghariban. Islam start as a strange and will end as a strange, which means Islam will be a minority, and only few people really believe in Islam, the same as it was in the time of Muhammad. So who's a Muslim would like to call us and tell us the guidance of Allah? And as long the guidance of Allah is working, why you Muslim became 73 sect? Jesus says that the Father greater than him. Sound like he is not co-equal. Okay, you can say that. This is your explanation. Jesus saying that because he is, the Bible says in different verse, for God he humbled himself and he took a form of a man. So this is the humble image, the visible image of the invisible God is Jesus. So because you are ignorant, you are asking me why Jesus saying my Father is greater than me. He's talking about himself as a man. God is not like this. The glory of God is way more. So you Muslim, you try to explain to our book to us, but and the funny, when we show you something from your book, we show you your interpretation. But when you show me something from my book, you show me your own interpretation when you cannot even read your Quran. Who is a Muslim? He have anything to say to us about the guidance of Allah? As I know that the Quran says that the one who misguide people is Allah. So how the Quran is the book of guidance? Anyone can tell us? Isn't it Allah who in the Quran confirmed that he is the one who misguide and he deceive? How this book is the book of guidance? You tell me. وَمَنْ يُضْلِلُ اللَّهِ فَلَا هَادِيَ لَهُ. And the one who Allah deceive, no guidance for him. Is that Quran or I'm making things up? Anyone? Look at this verse. Are you going the hypocrite, they became two parties regarding the hypocrites. The Muslims, they became two parties about the hypocrites. Then Allah cast them back in disbelief. Who is the one who cast them back in disbelief? Allah. And look at the first translation. It says here, because of what they earned, seek ye not to guide him whom Allah has sent astray. Look at this madness. Are you trying to guide the one who Allah misguide him? But in Arabic it says not misguide, it says deceive him. So are you going to guide the one who Allah deceive him? What do you think? Jeremiah, you are posting for me, Jeremiah. You see, what about you instead of copy paste and show us a verse from here from the Bible and there, what about you give me a call and you give me this verse and you answer the verse we show you in the screen and more verses to come? Do you have the courage? Who is a brave Muslim? He have the courage to come and call me. When the Bible speak about God, he deceived the enemies, they are coming to kill me. What deceive here mean? He blind their eyes from seeing where I am, what they can do to me. But here we are talking about deceiving of belief, about worshiping God, not about, okay, they are coming to kill me and now I'm going to make your enemy not to see you. I will blind them. But here Allah is blinding you from seeing the truth, and he is the one who is making you going astray. Do you see it? They are very desperate. So why you say to us the Quran is the book of guidance when Allah himself is the one who misguide? And look what the verse is saying. Are you going to guide who Allah deceive? In Arabic it doesn't say even sent astray. It says here, read carefully, أَتُرِيدُونَ أَن تَهْدُوا مَنْ أَضَلَّ اللَّهِ. Are you going to guide the one who Allah misguide and send him deceive him? وَمَنْ يُضْلِلُ اللَّهِ فَلَنْ تَجِدَ لَهُ سَبِيلًا. And the one who Allah deceive, nobody can find for him a guidance. Change the translator. Just wait, hold on. Just show you by just a change in the translator how everything changed. Where is this Hilali? Okay, all of them are Muslims. Read carefully. Do you want to guide him who Allah made go astray? and he whom Allah made to go astray will never find for him a way of guidance. So Allah, he sent Muhammad to guide who? The one is guided already? What a comedy. If the one who Allah made him go astray and deceive him so he will not be guided, you cannot guide him. So you can guide who? The one is guided already? It's like sending a doctor to somebody is healthy and not to the sick, because Allah made him sick. You cannot fix him. Hello? You see the wisdom, brother? Muhammad is trying to explain why those people want to believe in him. He could not explain why. So he made this verse saying, oh, Allah told me, are you going to guide those who Allah he deceived them? You cannot. And by the way, this is a proof that Muhammad is a false prophet. Anyone knows why? Anyone knows why? This verse is a proof that Muhammad is a false prophet. My friend, the topic about Jehovah's Witnesses is yesterday. We are done. Jehovah's Witnesses are a stupid cult. Is more stupid than Islam. So any Muslim, how we find that this is a proof that Muhammad is a false prophet? Who can help me? How this verse proving Muhammad is a false prophet? Okay. Do you know that those who he said that verse to them, they converted to Islam? Do you believe it? If this verse is a truthful and Muhammad is a person of truth, Allah said to him, you cannot guide those who I misguide. So how later they converted to Islam? He just told him you cannot guide them. That's it. Nobody can guide them. That's it, brother. So how they converted to Islam later? Any Abdul? If Allah is God and he says those people, like the Muslim, they will say to you, do you know that Abu Lahab, there's a verse about him that you know, if Abu Lahab he became a Muslim, that will be a problem. Will only Abu Lahab is the problem? All those verses is about those who became a Muslim later. As an example, anyone will start speaking about Catholic and Protestant in the chat, I will kick you out. You see, this is what the Muslims they want to do. They are looking for a bunch of fool between those who call themselves Christians. And there's many are not Christians here. Christian mean anyone who follow Jesus. So the devil, he worked perfectly between the fool, not between the smart. Go in a place where there's a bunch of dumb, stupid idiots and say Protestant or Catholic, and you will see they will jump over each other because they are stupid like Muhammad. So this is how you know if you are stupid or smart. For the donkeys who they are listening, here is a place for the Christians, not for donkeys. People of Jesus are not donkeys. Jesus says love your enemy, but you cannot even love your brother in Christ. And this is how fool you are. Jesus says love the Muslims, but the second we say to you Protestant or Catholic, you go crazy because you are a false Christian, because you are the son of the devil, because Jesus never entered your heart. Christ is what we follow and what we worship. Anyone who follows something else get lost. No bishop, no pope, no priest, no Christian prince. Every man, the Bible says all of them, they are sinners, and those who follow sinners are stupid, idiot, and they are mad, and they will go to hell. So this is a warning. Anyone who will go out of the topic, we will consider you trying to divide us and take us away from our topic. So we will not learn. Any Muslim want to tell us how this is happening? If Allah says those people will never be guided, then how they are guided later? Anyone? Well, I will ban you both of you. Here we go. Where is the other name? Ted whatever. We don't want more garbage here. We have a mission, we have a target. Who is next? Now, any Muslim want to give us an answer? Where is the guidance? And look, it says here, are you going to find a way for him for guidance? So as I thought the Quran is a book of guidance, but Allah says you cannot find guidance for the one who Allah deceive. So we are deceived by Allah. The Quran confirmed that. And because Allah is the deceiver, because of that, you cannot find the guidance for me. So how you lie to me? You says that the Quran is the book of guidance. Any Muslim can tell us? Anyone? So you were lying to us about guidance then. Who is a Muslim don't agree with me? What is the guidance? You lied. You said to us the book of guidance when the Quran saying there's no guidance. There's the opposite. Anyone who don't believe in Allah is Allah who deceived them. So what you prove to me from those Quran, the book you have, that Allah is the devil. He is the one who misguide us, and he is the one who deceive us. And by the way, they are trying to make the Quran look nicer. They are not translating correctly. The word yudil, anyone who speak Arabic, it says yudil, to deceive. Deceive. As simple as that. So what the verse saying, are you going to guide the one who Allah deceived? The one who Allah deceived, nobody can guide him. What do you think? Any Muslim have anything to say? The verse talking about the hypocrites, my friend, all of you Muslims are hypocrites. Let me prove it for you. Guys, Mr. Justice, he just said this verse is speaking about the hypocrite. Isn't it the Quran says that Muslims, to the Muslims, don't say that you are a believer, say you are a hypocrite, say you are a Muslim, which mean? Let me show you. There we go. Allah, he confirmed that he never brought guidance to any of the Arab. Rather that he did force them to convert to Islam. Read carefully. Chapter 49, verse number 14. The wandering Arab says, we believe. We believe what? In Arabic, it doesn't say we believe. It says aslamna. Aslamna. We became Muslims. Say to them, Muhammad, you believe not, but you better say we became Muslims. You see here they say we submit. Okay, hold on. The translation is false, no problem, but you know we can get this translation busted easy. If you change because this is about surrender. Here we go. See, it's surrender. Islam does not mean submit. I saw many stupid fool who even claim to be Christians teaching about Islam. They keep saying, you know, stupid things, and we keep correcting them. Islam does not mean submit. Islam does not mean submission. Islam does not mean peace. Islam means surrender. So the Bedouin Arab, they says, we surrender. We became Muslims. Say, you believe not, but only say, Allah tell them what to say. We have surrender in Islam. Isn't this is a hypocrisy? So Allah, He announced clearly that every Muslim is a hypocrite. All what he care for is not to believe, is to say Shahada. Do you see it? Are you there, Mr. Justice? Is that your Quran, or I'm making things up? Allah, He don't care if they believe or not. Say we surrender. Say we are Muslims. This is what it says in Arabic. قالت الأعراب آمنا. The Arab, they said we believe. Say to them, قل لم تؤمنوا ولكن قولوا أسلمنا. Say to them, you believe not, but say we are Muslims. ولم يدخل الإيمان في قلوبكم. And iman, faith, never enter your heart. Okay, how the faith never enter their heart, but they are Muslims now? So Allah, he is the biggest hypocrite ever. He don't care if they believe or not. Or what He care, they surrender. They became Muslims. And yet they say that this is the book of guidance. And this is totally the opposite of the teaching of Jesus. What Jesus says to the Jews who they are hypocrites. If your father is Abraham, you do the work of your father. If you are the children of Abraham, you do the work of your father. So how come you claim that you are children of Abraham, but you do not do what Abraham do? And He told them, your father is the devil. Your father is the snake. The Quran is the opposite. Do you see it? Where is the book of guidance? And what kind of God? He knew they don't believe, and yet He says to them, say we are Muslims. That's a lie, Mr. Justice, because the Quran says it clearly, say we are Muslims. Guys, this is the Quran says, say we are Muslims. So what do you mean the true Muslim is the one who changed from his side? Muhammad is saying, this is Quran, respect your God, that say we are Muslims. Who is the one saying to them, say we are Muslims? Allah. And He is the one confirming that those people, they never believe. So why you are saying to them, say we are Muslims, we surrender? Do you see it? Your God is the devil. He don't care really if they believe or not. Oh, what He care, He won the war and He forced them to convert to Islam. That's what happened. That's exactly what happened. What is the book of guidance? Until now I see nothing. All what I see and a crazy God, he says stupid things. And look what your prophet says in the verse after it. Who is the true believer? So those are Muslims, those are the believers. Those who they are believers is the one who believe in Allah and the messengers afterward, and they do jihad, and they give their money, and they give their life. Do you see it? They give وَجَاهَدُوا بِأَمْوَالِهِمْ وَأَنفُسَهُمْ. Those who do jihad with their money and their life. So Mr. Justice, you are not a Muslim. You did not join ISIS. And look what happened to ISIS. They feed them to the fish. Aren't Allah want us to be mu'min and not to just Muslim? No, here we go. You see, you are the stupid one here. You are the one is lying. Here we go. The verse in front of you. Allah is saying to those Arab who faith never entered their heart, say we are Muslims. He didn't say to them, don't say we are Muslims, because if what you said is true, then Allah should not say to them, say we are Muslims. He is giving them the name. You are Muslim, but you are not a believer. Don't say we believe, say we are Muslims. Do you see it? Are you blind? They say we believe. Say you believe not. But you only should say, or better say, we have surrendered to Allah in Islam. We became Muslims. It's in front of you, and you are accusing me of lying. What a stupid of you to say. I never saw a Muslim defending Islam. He don't have a high IQ. Never, all my life. Never, ever, ever. Can you find me one Muslim who defend Islam? He have a high IQ. When David Wood was debating with Mimi Hijab, David Wood, he says to him, Allah have a physical being, he have a physical body. He said to him, who said so? He obviously have a low IQ. The one who said so is your prophet and the Quran. So they, they act like a comedy clown, think that will make them look better. And the Muslim, they support him like, hey brother, Allahu Akbar. You just insulted your God, insulted your prophet, and made fun of them by saying who said so. Because if you are laughing at the one who says so, well, your prophet is the one who says so. And there's tons of videos, including Zakir Naik, saying this Allah is a physical being. He have a hand, he have an eye, he have a foot. I never saw anyone he debate about Islam he have any kind of IQ. Anyone? Who said so? Elijah is God with us. Okay, I know this is coming. You don't speak Hebrew and you don't speak Arabic, and now I'm going to teach you. I know this is coming. And here we go. He taught him Hebrew and he taught him Arabic. And Elijah means God is with us. Can I call? Are you a Muslim, my friend? I want Muslims. Are you a Muslim? Only Muslim can call me. I have the headset in my ears. I don't know what for all this time. Let me take it off. Nobody is calling. Anyone? Who is a brave Muslim? He have the guidance of Allah. You know what? Let me show you the guidance of Allah. According to the guidance of Allah, sperm is coming from the backbone of the man. Why I want to go to school? Why I want to go to school? Quran, brother. Quran is the book of guidance. Huh? Sperm is coming from the backbone. Paul is a fake man. Don't listen to him. My friend, stop being a fool. Paul is a fake man, not a fake man. You can't answer. You are trying to change the topic and the disaster we see in front of us. What kind of God he says that the sperm is coming from a bone, which is the last bone in your spine. There's a very famous singer. He made a song. It's called "Backbone, Backbone. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when I come for you? Backbone, Backbone." The sperm of the man is coming from the backbone, and this is the book of guidance. Who is going to study medicine anymore? Nobody. Here we go. We know where the sperm is coming from. It's just two words: the ribs of the women and the backbone of the man. It's proven to be true. We called Zakir Naik before, and he answered us about that. Brother, I can tell you that the one is calling me right now is the Christian Prince, because he always called me to bother me, and I told him, and I reported him to police, and I told him don't call me again. Zakir, I have just a little question for the sake of Allah Shem. Can you tell me how the Quran says that the sperm is coming from the backbone of the man and the ribs of the women? First of all, you're lying. The Quran doesn't say that. The Quran says that it's coming for the women from the sperm, it's coming from the location of the necklace. Not all the ribs. Exactly. Only the location of the necklace. Okay. So how this can be true? This is the science of Allah which nobody discovered yet. And the science need to learn from Allah. What? The science need to learn from Allah? And the science did not discover this yet? Exactly. And because you are stupid, you think that the scientists are telling you the truth. The fact they are lying to you. And most of them, they are atheists, by the way. They are atheists, but Christian. What do you say, Muslims? What do you think? Any Abdul? Loom after 40 days? What after 40 days? Your prophet, he says you will be a sperm for 40 days. 40 days, brother, a sperm. By the way, I wish I had a camera at that time. You will be a sperm, according to the Quran, not in the womb, in the womb of the women, but in her private part, in her belly, in her stomach. Do you see it? Let me show it in Arabic. إن أحدكم يجمع خلقه في بطن أمه 40 يوما نطفة. The one of you, he will be in his mother's stomach in a form of semen, and here they put the word womb. In fact, it does not say womb, it says stomach or belly. So you will be gathered in the form of a semen for 40 days. This is the book of guidance. That's guidance, brother. We discover now that semen can stay alive for 40 days. And where? In the stomach. The word in the form of semen does not appear in Arabic. No, it appeared that. But obviously you don't speak Arabic. Here we go. يجمع خلقه في بطن أمه 40 يوما نطفة. He is in the state of what? نطفة. Look like you are an idiot playing games. Who is a Muslim when I tell us about this knowledge? How Muhammad he earned this knowledge? Why the scientists they are lying, saying that the sperm can live maximum of 5 days? Why they are lying? Anyone? Hello. So we can say that Muhammad and his religion guide us into science, guide us into look at this. I want to guide you to something else. The prophet, he made verses saying, don't eat sandwiches, don't eat my food. Don't eat what? Don't eat my food. Look at this guidance. Allah, the creator of the galaxies, the creator of the heaven and the earth, according to Muslims, he is making this verse. Oh, who you believe? Internet, the prophet house, until leave is given to you for a meal. Allah is worried about people eating the shish kebab of Muhammad. If that's guidance. And what kind of a prophet? This prophet, he is obviously the one who want to enter the house to eat a meal. Obviously is a poor. How come Jesus, according to the Muslims, Allah, he sent him 7 sandwiches, every sandwich have a whale, and Muhammad, yet he is worried about a piece of bread, we will give it to somebody is poor. Any Muslim want to say something? This is book of guidance. Don't eat food in the house of the prophet. Not only that, and don't wait for food. Look. And then not to wait for food to be prepared. So if Muhammad says to you, we don't have food yet, don't wait for it. This is God. Hello? Who remember there is a very strong verse in the Quran about food? Who remember that verse? Anyone remember the book of guidance? Which verse is about food in the Quran? Anyone? 25:61. Okay, let us see. 25:61. You are wrong. Who want to give me the correct number? 26:61. Are we going to spend the day guessing? 26:61. Okay. I have a very good student. All right, let us see something really good. The book of guidance, brother. This is the book of guidance. I mean, come on. All right. All right. It is 24:61. There's no fault in the blind, nor the one who is born lame, nor the afflicted with illness, nor yourself, that you should eat in your houses. If the book of guidance guide us that you can eat at home. What do you want more? I thought I can eat only in the house of my neighbor, but finally, by the guidance of Allah, I discover, especially if I'm a blind, if you are blind, you can eat at home. Really? Thank you. I was eating always in McDonald's in the time of the Prophet. At the time of the Prophet, where people they eat anyway. Muslims in the time of Muhammad, where people they eat. At that time they have McDonald's. They have what they have. What do you mean you can eat at your home? Don't you think this is too much guidance? And then the disaster continue. Or the house of your father. Like what? I can eat the house of my father or your mother. Wow, brother. Or your brother. Like what? Or your sister. Or father brother, or father sister, or your mother brother. Are you going to count the whole town? What is this? The book of guidance. That's deep. That's a lot of guidance. We have to admit. Somebody saying, CP, your religion for you, your religion, my religion for me. No need to take care of others. My friend, that's really funny of you. Your prophet, he says, go and fight the Christians and the Jews and kill them if they don't convert to Islam. And now suddenly, your religion for me, your religion for me. How come you did not say that to your prophet? And by the way, this chapter is the one you are quoting for me about your religion. That it's called the chapter of Al-Kafirun. It's an insult. You are calling me kuffar. So you are saying you have religion, I have mine, but you are calling me kafir. What about I call you kafir? Huh? And now I want to show you how smart this chapter is. It's a few verses. Say those who reject faith, I worship not what you worship, and you not worship, you worship what I worship, and you will not worship what I have worship, and you will not what worship, and you do worship, and nor you will worship what I worship, but the worship, and you worship, because I have my worship and you have yours. Have you ever heard of a guidance like this before? Let me just take one word and switch it, and let us see what is going to be. I eat not what you eat, and you will not eat not what I eat, because I will not do eat what you eat, and you will never do eat what I eat, for because I don't eat what you eat, and you don't eat what I eat, for I have my food and you have yours. This is the guidance. And by the way, this chapter proving Muhammad again to be a false prophet. Anyone knows why? Anyone knows why? Because he said to those who they are later became Muslims, he said to them, you will never believe in what I believe. Didn't he? Those who he said that to them, later they became Muslims. So it was a false prophecy. يا أيها الكفار لا آكل ما تأكلون ولا أنتم تأكلون ما آكل ولا أنا آكل ما أكلتم ولن تأكلوا ما آكل ولا أنا آكل ما تأكلون لكم فلافلكم ولي فلافلي آمين. Surah Al-Falafil, the chapter of Falafil. What is that? Don't you think this is too much? Hello? This is the book of... Okay, I give up. So who's the Muslim want to give me one chapter in the Quran have wisdom? I don't want to show you. You see, it's you Muslim who chose this chapter, not me. And now it's embarrassing. It's really embarrassing. هذه بلاغة؟ هذه بلاغة ولا بلاها عيني؟ عند العرب أنواع من البلاغة وكلها تصب في نبع البلاعة عن الجلس والنسوان ومن الجنس صناعة. يلا. Any Muslim? Thank God I'm not making my program in Arabic, otherwise people would die laughing. This is why you're still alive, Hafsa, because you didn't understand. Oh boy. Actually, most of Muslims, they like, if you ask a guy from Indonesia, is the Quran is an amazing book for you? He says, absolutely. Let me play for you for rather this tape. And he bring you a tape of a guy who have a nice voice. My friend, this guy who have a nice voice, even if he sing a song for the poo-poo, would sound good because he have a nice voice. But do you understand what he's saying? No. So how the Quran sound good to you? They always, not only that, when they recite the Quran, they do a equalizer job. You know, there is a video, if you remember, what his name, Mimi Hijab, after he had a debate with David Wood, he was reciting the Quran, asking for donation. And the voice is so disgusting, so ugly, because they made it fast without editing. And then they have another video, Muhammad Hijab himself reciting the Quran. They have echo, they have, you know, to make the sound nice, like, you know, it's different, totally different. So what happened is the same guy. Now who can make Quran better than my Quran? Let me tell you what I can. Let's show you the book of guidance. I will announce myself as a prophet, and then I will give you a promise. If you believe in me, you will have women with 3 breasts, not 2 big boobs only. The women who I will give you, brother, they will have a 3 breast, not 2 big 2. I will give you 3. You know what? I changed my mind. I will give you women, she have 7 boobs. This is God. This is God promising me women with big boobs. What I would do with them? I play boxing with them, like boing, 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 boing. I like boxing. Boing, 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 boing. Wife, don't move. Wife, don't move. Boing, boing, boing. What do you do with the big balloon? What kind of God this God is? This is the book of guidance. He is seducing me by a grape. What? A grape? Okay. And women with big boobs. I mean, what is the connection between the verse before it and the verse after it? I'm going to go crazy. What is the connection between the grape and the boobs? Brother, in the heaven of Allah, brother, we have big grape and boobs. What? What is the connection between them? Hello? أعنابا سنعطيك أعنابا. Look who is talking here. Look. Justice, hold on. Let me show you what Justice he just said. He's saying, I hope you people, I hope you are smarter. Look at this. I hope you are smarter enough to see that CP twisting Quran and Hadith. I mean, who is it twisting? Isn't it in the front of you? Explain to me. Does your God promise that he will give us women with big boobs? Are we lying here? Prove me wrong. Here we go. You can give me a call. Okay, give us the answer for this. Did Allah in this verse, chapter 78, verse number 33, speak about women with big boobs? Yes or no? And those are women Allah will give you in the heaven. Yes or no? I'm waiting for you. Christian Prince is twisting things. You fix it. Go ahead. I'm waiting for you, brother. Hello? Why you allow me to twist it? You fix it. I'm waiting for you. Are you there, Mr. Fixer Upper? Hello? What happened to you? Why you went deaf now? Who wanna fix this verse? Christian Prince is twisting things. Equal age, supposedly they will be all of them because they are made in a manufacturer. Women in paradise, they will have a breast. My friend, does it say here the size of the breast? What this word mean? Let us see. I will go to Google translation. Let us see what the word mean?
Voluptuous.
Uh-oh. It says that women who have a sexual active breast, luxury, sensual pleasure. Do you see it? Your God describing for us sexual breast of those women, saying that they are big and beautiful and they are so much to desire, attractive. So why Allah is telling me the size of those women breast? Okay, another question. Did Allah give us what is inside their vagina, Mr. Justice? Justice, did Allah taught us what is inside their vagina? Big breast mean they will not be little girls. Oh, guys, look at this. Big breast means that they will not be little girls. So you are saying to me there's no child molestation as Muhammad he did in earth? Okay, I got it. Isn't Muhammad who married Aisha at the age of 6, Abdul? Is that your prophet or somebody else? So what do you mean they will not be children? Do you think Aisha she had big boobs at that time at the age of 6? How big her? I heard that Aisha she fell down from the roof and nothing happened to her because she had big breast. She was like boing, 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 boing. Huh? So Allah is telling us that you will not marry little children. Why? Because Muslims they used to marry children. This is the explanation of Mr. Justice. Mr. Justice, where we can find this interpretation in which book? Is that a book in Ibn Kathir, Al-Qurtubi, or this is your own? لا تصف العبدول بالغباوة فهذا فيه طراوة سينتفخ وينتصف وعلى الطريق ينعطف. تقول له غباوة سيعتقد أنك تمدحه يا هذا. لا تقول له غبي. له في الأسوة. You use your brain. Look who's talking about using a brain. You tell me I'm using my brain now. A Muslim saying to me use your brain. Okay, you know what, I decide to use my brain. Thank you very much for the advice. Here we go. Did your prophet use his brain or his bum when he said this? That if you lift your head up before the Imam, Allah will make your head the head of a donkey. What head was your prophet was using? Oh, sorry, what brain he was using? Something he bought from eBay? This is a prophet of God saying, if you raise your head before the Imam finish the prayer, Allah will make your face of a donkey. Justice, get me wrong, prove me that I'm wrong. I am sure you lift your head before the Imam many times when you pray. Prove to me that the prophet was not lying and show me that your face is the face of a donkey. And I was wondering why when I go there I found nothing but donkeys around me. I thought I am in a zoo. It is not literal, guys. This is not literally. This is okay. Hold on. If this is not meant to be literal, so what it's meant? Explain to us. He says to him, aren't you afraid Allah will make your head the head of a donkey? I want to listen to your genius interpretation. What is meant by this? If Allah will not make them donkeys anyway, so why he said, aren't you afraid Allah will make your face a figure of a donkey? What does that mean? Waiting for your wisdom. Muhammad always he tried to scare people. He used terror to scare people to believe in him. Look what he said in the Quran. He said to the Christians, if you don't believe in me, Allah will erase the details of your face and he will make your nose go inside your head. Is that literally or not literally? And he will do it the same he did it to the people who break the Sabbath. What he did to the people of the Sabbath, he made them pigs and monkeys. Do you see it? So stop lying, saying he did not mean literally. And why he did not do that to the Christians? If Allah, he said, if the one who's talking here is Allah, if you don't believe in Muhammad, I will make you without eyes. He will erase. By the way, guys, where is the microphone? The keyboard. I cannot find the key. Hold on. Allah erased my eyes. What I'm using now to talk. Allah erased my mouth too. He's put the stitches there, the same as in the movie. So how I'm talking from my belly bump. Okay, what is my nose? I cannot smell anything. What happened? I smell nothing. Allah, he put my nose inside my head and he turned my face to the back. This is what the Quran is saying. Was Muhammad lying? Yes, he was. He's trying to scare people to believe in him, but it did not work. The book of guidance. Let me introduce for you the book of guidance. Book of guidance. Burn in hell, you are a liar. My friend, according to the Quran, we Christians will go to heaven and Muslim will go to hell. Here we go. Hello. The Quran says, chapter 2, verse number 62, those who believe and those who they are Jews and those who they are Christians and those who worship the stars, the Sabians, they will go to heaven. At the same time, the Quran confirmed that those who they are Muslim, they will go to hell. وَمَا مِنْكُمُ إِلَّا وَارِدُهَا. Is that me saying that? No, it's your Quran. وَمَا مِنْكُمُ إِلَّا وَارِدُهَا وَكَانَ عَلَى رَبِّكَ حَتْمًا مَقْضِيًّا. The Muslim translation, you will pass over it. That's false. Let us go to the interpretation and you will see how we get them busted. It doesn't say, it says وَارِدُهَا, not pass over it. Let us find you the Islamic interpretation so Muslim will not say we are making things up. Al-Tafsir. The book of Shish Kebab. All right. So this is a chapter 19 and 71. All right. And here we go. Bingo. And this is your Islamic interpretation, my friend. Not mine. Let us see it together. This is the official government of the Kingdom of Jordan, government website owned by the King Ahlul Bayt Institute, as you see, Amman, Jordan. And this is the interpretation of Al-Jalalain. There's not one of you, speaking to the Muslim, but shall come to it, that but shall enter hell. Do you see it? Do you see, my friend? According to the Quran, all of you will enter hell. Well, have fun. Don't forget to take selfie. It's cold here. I will print your selfie and put it in my living room. This is your Quran. Not even one of you. وَمَا مِنْكُمُ إِلَّا وَارِدُهَا. No exception. What do you say? Anyone? Very disappointing. Not even Sangal Abdul, he called me today. Okay, guys. So how many of you guys, do you know how you can find my videos? Because we don't keep them in my channel. So how you can find them? Look, Always you can do this. After we finish our broadcast, this video will disappear for some time. However, after 2 or 3 hours, you can search for the same title, Quran lead to guidance, and filter. When you search in the search engine, there's an option to filter, to make it for search for today, because you might find a video from the same title or thousands of videos. All right, so filter in the last, like let's say last hour or last 24 hours, and you will find those videos and you can download them again. All right, so as you see, Quran is just a stupid book. I mean, we did not mention anything is useful. What is useful in the Quran? Name for me one thing is useful in this book. Nothing. It's a stupid book. This book saying we will misguide you, we will lie to you, we will deceive you, we will kill you, we hate you, we spread hate between you. What is guidance for mankind? If we follow the Quran literally, we will have the third world war start tomorrow, if not today. As simple as that. And those who follow ISIS, they are following the Quran literally. This is the truth, and everybody is lying to us. The problem is not ISIS, the problem is those books. When you see somebody from ISIS killing and looting and stealing and raping, this is in the Quran. Terror is in the Quran, is the teaching of the Quran. Muhammad, he said, I've been victorious by terror. All those verses in front of us about terror. Cut their necks, cut their hands, cut their fingertips. Even the Quran is teaching torture. Am I lying? Kill the Christian, chapter 9:29. Spread hate between the Christians, chapter 5 verse 14. Lie to non-Muslims, chapter 3 verse number 28. Lie to your wives, lie to your family. Have you ever heard of a book of guidance saying a man he can lie to his wife and a woman she can lie to her husband? What kind of a family we will have? What kind of a family we will have? الكذب في ثلاث. Let us see. رخص الكذب في ثلاث. If a wife, she cannot be honest with her husband, and a husband cannot be honest with his wife, so who is going to be honest with who? Who you can trust? You cannot trust them. If you marry a Muslim woman, you cannot trust her, because she's been taught that her duty is to lie. And look, Muhammad is saying don't lie, but he is the one who says, look, it's not lawful to lie except in 3 cases. The wisdom. You can lie in 3 cases: lying to your enemy, lying to your friends, and lying to your family. Who want to marry a Muslim man or a Muslim woman? She will ask you. I saw a question in the fatwa website. A woman, she is saying that my husband did lie to me. He asked him, if you're married to a second wife, he did not, he say no. The Imam, he said to her, first of all, it's not your right to ask him. He have the right to marry up to 4. Secondly, he have the right to lie to you. You see it? He have the right to lie to you. The book of guidance teach us that we can lie to each other to fix things. Beating your wife, lie to your wife, lie to your family, lie to your children, lie to your community. We can lie to fix problems. So I am working in a bank, and you people are going to strike against the bank because you heard that the bank lost your money. I am an employee in the bank. I will say to you, no, we have a lot of money. The bank is full of money. I can lie because we are fixing the society now. Muhammad is no different than someone, he work in business, in politics, and he's a cheater, and he is the master of a cheating. While Jesus says you never even take an oath, either you say yea, yea, or nay, nay. Anything else is from the devil. Anything else is from the devil. So Jesus teaching you have to be always honest. Muhammad saying to you, you can lie in 3 cases. And by the way, when they say lying in the case of war, what does that mean? Lying to non-Muslims, because Muslims are always in war with non-Muslims, right? How we can prove that? The Quran says you cannot even take your own family as a friend. They are your enemy. Chapter 58, verse number 22. You will not find one Muslim who is a true Muslim who is making a friendship with those who oppose Allah and His Messenger. Do you see it? Even if they are from their family and they are sons and their fathers, real sons and fathers. So if somebody says to you, I have a Muslim friend, that's because he's ignorant. Muslims don't have a friends, and they are not allowed to have a friends. Muslims are allowed to say things, but in fact they don't believe in it. And let us prove it. He is allowed to say to you, you are my friend, but he's not allowed to take you as a friend. As long as he is lying, it's okay. And this is the proof. I will put it in the front of your eyes. Read carefully. The one who take non-Muslims as a friend, he has no connection with Allah, he have no protection if you are sincere. So the verse here saying, take not the Jews or the Christians or non-believers as a friends, but the one who take them as a friend and he is sincere. Those who do that, seeking might and honor by taking the hypocrites, disbelievers as a friends, has no connection with Allah. He has no honor, no mercy, no protection from Allah, unless yet but you guard yourself from them, against them, save yourself from them, taking it as it were security, saving yourself from them by speaking in a friendly way toward them, while your heart dislike this. Do you see it? Islam is the book of the devil. Right? That's mean Jesus was a bad teacher because Peter did lie 3 times in night, and Peter was supposed to be the special disciple. You see, this is your stupidity, because Jesus was a bad teacher. If I do commit sin, that's mean you are a donkey and you are stupid, literally. Because if I am committing sin, and that means Jesus is bad, that's mean that you know your prophet is bad too, and your God Allah is bad. This is how stupid you are. Because Allah, He made Muhammad a prophet, and yet the Quran says that Allah saying that He might forgive the sin of Muhammad in the past and the sin of Muhammad to come. Is that correct? So did Allah choose the wrong disciple? Did Allah choose wrong disciple? Here we go. This is your Quran. May Allah forgive your sin, which in the past and the one to come. So if you are saying that the one who did sin and he is disciple of Jesus, proving that Jesus is bad, that's mean this is a proof that Allah is bad. Here we go. Allah, he chose Muhammad who have a sin in the past and sin to come, and he promised him open what they call, like, you know, open license for sin. Do you see it? Your logic is beating you. And by the way, the verse you speak about Jesus, that's the proof that Jesus is a true one, because Jesus, he told them who will deny him, who will give him. He told them what will happen exactly, even before it happened. And the Quran says nobody knows the unseen save God. Any Muslim? Did Allah choose the wrong prophet? Not only Allah chose somebody is a sinner in the past, but he is sinner in the future. And not only that, a Muslim, you want to call me? Okay, let me check. All right. Let's try to add this gentleman here. Okay. Man, oh, this guy, he is cutting hair of somebody. Answer, Abdul. Hello? Hello? Are you there?
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine.
Good morning.
Good morning, my friend. What do you want to say to us? You're
Hello,
alive.
good morning.
You're alive on air. What do you want to say to us?
Assalamu alaikum, that means, right?
Wa alaikum assalam. What do you want to say to us?
Hello. Do I get through?
Yes, we hear you.
Do I get through? Hello. Oh,
Are you playing games? We hear you.
there seems to be a delay. There seems to be a delay.
Well, it doesn't sound there is a delay, because if there's a delay, then your voice will be delayed too.
Hello.
Okay, just take care. Anyone else? No, he don't have a delay, because obviously, you see, because if you have a delay, it should be for both sides. That's mean the internet is bad. But you can tell I hear even every click he do in his chair. So there's no delay. Do we have any Muslim want to call us? Anyway, so as you see, it's a big failure. We could not find anything proving to us that Muhammad is bringing any guidance. The Quran says the opposite. Allah, he bring misguidance. Allah is the one who misguide people. Allah is the one who decide people to go to hell even before they are born. If you remember the story of Adam and Eve, according to Islam, Allah made Adam do the sin. Allah he made Adam commit sin, and he made him he forced him to do that. Do you see it? So even the sin of Adam, according to Islam, is not a sin. It is Allah's sin. Allah, he made Adam, he forced Adam to commit sin, and then he punished him for the sin he forced him to do. You see it? This is a story Muhammad he taught, that Allah he ordained things for Muhammad, for Adam to do, and for Adam to do, and those things he have to do. It's not a choice. You cannot blame me. Prove me that Muhammad ever lie. The whole Quran. Guys, this Mr. Justice saying, I mean, this is very comedy. Prove to me that Muhammad ever lie. When Muhammad he said that the sperm is coming from the backbone, it's a lie. When Muhammad he says the sperm coming from the ribs, it's a lie. When Muhammad he said the sun set in the murky water, every chapter in the Quran is a lie. I feel sorry for you. You don't have a brain. You are very silly. And this is in front of us. This is another lie, because if Allah he made him do the sin, why, and this is why we cannot blame Adam. So why Allah kicked Adam from heaven? Huh? Why? A sin which I should do. Do you blame me for doing the deeds which Allah had decreed that I should do 40 years before he created me? According to Muhammad, no, we don't blame Adam. So Adam is a victim in Islam. Allah is the real criminal. So where is the guidance? The Quran is the book of guidance. Here we go. Adam, he listened to Allah, and the one who listened to Allah, he end tortured, thrown out of heaven, and he died with illness and sadness, from living in heaven to be kicked out. Why? Because Allah he wrote that he should do this sin, and this is why he kicked him out. Where is justice? Huh? Well, this is obviously it's a lie, because this is against the nature of God of being just. Why God wanna play this game? Why? What kind of God? He created me and then he put me in heaven, and he says to me, if you do this, I will kick you out. And then I find out that he is the one who forced me to do it. If you remember, once I have a debate with a Muslim, Abdul. He said Allah he needed a victim. Allah he needed a victim, so he made he said Allah he needed to be known, so he needed a victim, and that victim was Adam. You believe it? Allah needed to be known, so he needed a victim, and that victim was Adam. This is what he said to me literally, and if you search for it in YouTube, you will find it. Actually, if you search for this, let me see, hold on. Let me try to find it myself. I think the title was Allah needed a victim. Maybe the title is different. I don't know, if anyone can find it, it would be good to have it so people will laugh. Allah needed a victim. You believe it? Welcome to Islam, religion of stupidity. Yeah, well, look like I could not find it, but I'm sure many of you heard it before. You know, this debate. It was funny how we agreed that Allah needed a victim. Allah needed a victim. All right, guys. As long we don't have any Abdul and we are dry today, let us hope that later is going to be better. Subscribe and keep your notification on, so when we go live on air, you will be notified and you will be able to join us. And I hope more and more Muslims will leave this stupid cult, because there's nothing but garbage and chaos there. Islam never been a guidance. All the problem in the world is coming from behind Islam. Go open the TV station and see how many today got killed because of Islam alone. How many just today? How many in Africa? How many in Asia? How many in Europe? If Quran is the book of guidance, why we cannot see it? If Islam guide people, then Islam should bring, and they say to us Islam means peace, which is a big fat lie. So where is the peace of Islam? Where is the peaceful Muslims? Where we can find them? Are they in the museum now? Was Muhammad a peaceful person? Muhammad was a criminal. Muhammad, he says, I been victorious by terror. Actually, he said that he was victorious by terror from a distance of 1 month journey. He is victorious from a distance of 1 month journey. What kind of a peaceful man he was, to the point people, they will be in fear even if he is a month away. You know what I mean? He been victorious by terror, by awe, frighten my enemy from a distance of 1 month journey. This is how peaceful Muhammad was, which means ISIS is way nicer than him. Right? This is the prophet of guidance, bringing terror for people who live 1 month away journey. That is guidance, my friend. Anyway, thank you for listening. I hope we will be back soon, maybe tomorrow, and I will see you soon again. May the Lord bless you. Don't forget to subscribe, and you can get my books from Amazon if you care to read more and have some reference. That's your business. And until we see you again, Christ is Lord, Islam is false. And thank you for being here. Bye-bye.